The second document that should be considered, should be part of your child's toolbox, is the HIPAA authorization. Now, a lot of people confuse this with the healthcare directive, and these are actually two different documents. They serve two different purposes. So the HIPAA authorization, and HIPAA, in case you forgot or didn't know, is the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, which protects medical information, medical record information. And so even if your child is still capable of making those treatment decisions under the healthcare directive or healthcare power of attorney, you may still want to have access to their condition or any other medical records to see what's really going on, and that's where that HIPAA authorization comes into play. So that way you as the parent can stay informed with the healthcare staff that's taking care of your child. And then lastly that I want to talk about in this video is the durable financial power of attorney. So we have the medical or healthcare power of attorney, and we have the financial power of attorney, just like with anyone else. And so as an example, suppose your child is hospitalized for several weeks, and they may have their own bills that need to be taken care of. Rent may still be due if they're living off campus, things like that. So a bank account may need to be accessed, or other accounts may need to be accessed. Again, as the parent, you don't automatically have that access. And so a financial power of attorney will ensure that you can access whatever needs to be accessed to take care of whatever business needs to be taken care of for that child, if that child happens to be unable to do it for him or herself. So a couple questions, or not a couple, a few questions that I would urge you to have a conversation, or have as a conversation starter with your young adult child. Before they head off into the wild, wild west of adulthood. One is, ask them, if you're injured or had to be in the hospital tomorrow, who would you want the hospital to contact? Who would you want doctors to call? Another question might be, who should be able to receive medical updates if you are in the hospital? If you're unconscious, who should make healthcare decisions or treatment preference decisions for you? If you're unable to manage your finances temporarily, who should help? Does someone know where you keep your insurance card or your other important documents, especially related to your health care, like your allergies, any current medications that you're on, any kind of information like that? Where is that kept, and does someone know where that information is? And then, have you listed emergency contacts with your school or your employer? Again, these are excellent conversation starters. You should have this conversation with your young adult, whether they're 18, 21, 25. If you haven't had these discussions yet, you really need to. And all of this is just to say estate planning, because this is what we're talking about today. Estate planning is not just for wealthy families or for people in retirement. It's for everybody, every adult. And sometimes people who need these particular documents are the healthy 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds who never expect an emergency. Think back, for those of us who are a little bit older than that, when we were 18, 19, 20, 21, 25, 30, we thought we would live forever. We thought we were untouchable. We thought, we're healthy, we're having fun, we're living life. Nothing's going to happen to us. But unfortunately, that is just not the case. So a few simple documents now can save your family a lot of heartache and stress in what could be, or probably would be, an already difficult time to deal with. So now, if your child has already turned 18, or is soon to be 18, or even if it's been a year or two, it's still a good time to have these conversations. And to help, in case you do need help, you didn't ask me, but in case you do, I will post a like a one-page resource checklist to help out with these questions and with describing these documents and why they're so important on my website. So the link will be in the description below. go to jblaw.biz and click on the top for the resources link, and it'll take you right to that page, and you'll see the link there. Otherwise, taking a few simple steps now will save a lot of heartache down the road, because we never know when the unexpected will happen, because it's unexpected. So with that said, as always, I thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.